Okay, good afternoon to all. Today we are going to start the third unit of our syllabus, that is the transistor. From the first unit we have seen, we have learned some devices, that is the diode. And a diode has two terminals, anode and cathode. And the diodes are made from the semiconducting materials such as silicon and germanium. We have studied different types of diodes: ordinary diode or rectifier diode, their applications, then light emitting diode, Zener diode, photodiode, solar cell. So all these are the two terminal devices, two electrode devices, and therefore they are the diodes. We have seen their functionality, how they works. All these things we have covered in the last lectures. Now today we are going to learn another device known as a transistor. This transistor is also a semiconductor device. Transistor is also a semiconductor device. And this device is called as the bipolar junction transistor, or simply transistor. And it was invented in 1948 by William Shockley, Breton, and John Barden. So these three scientists have invented this small tiny device known as transistor. And the invention of this transistor has changed the electronic world. The electronic devices that we are now using, for example, laptops, computers, mobiles, or any other handy devices that you use in your houses, all they contains some electronic components or electronic devices. And the major device in all electronic devices is the transistor. So transistor is a very, very important device, and because of its invention, the revolutionary changes has been made in the electronic industry. The miniaturization of the electronics products is possible because of this bipolar junction transistor. Because the basic element of all the electronic devices is the bipolar junction transistor, or it is a transistor. So this what is this transistor, how it was, how it will work, that all these things we have to cover in this article or in this unit. Now you will ask me what was before the invention of the transistor. Before the invention of the transistor, which device was used instead of this transistor? The device which was used in place of the transistor were the vacuum tubes. So vacuum tubes have the same function as the today's transistor does. But the vacuum tubes are very bulky in nature. They are large in size, and they use very large powers. So, sorry. So these vacuum tubes in the old days were now replaced by the transistors nowadays. So vacuum tubes nobody has. आता आपल्याला काही बघायला मिळत नाही vacuum tubes. If anybody has some old radios, जर कोणाकडे एखादा old radio असेल तर त्याने आपल्या घरी तो रेडिओ खोलून बघायचा आहे. You will find big small असे glass tube सारख्या तुम्हाला काहीतरी त्याच्यामध्ये devices दिसतील. That small tubes of glass are nothing but the vacuum tubes, and their function is to amplify the signal. So the main function of the transistor is to amplify the signal. So amplification is the process of raising the strength of the weak signal. समजा एखादा आपला वीक सिग्नल असेल, त्याची स्ट्रेंथ जर वाढवायची असेल तर आपल्याला काय करावं लागतं, amplify करावा लागतो. So amplification is the process of raising the strength of the signal, and this process is done by the transistor. So transistor act as an amplifier. So for any electronic devices that we are using, there are some signals, sound signals, picture signals, or any other physical parameter signals. All these physical parameters are converted into the electrical signals, and these electrical signals must be amplified before they fed to the our devices. For example, in the public address system, आपण लाउडस्पीकर सिस्टम म्हणजे आला. पब्लिक ॲड्रेस सिस्टम म्हणजे लाउडस्पीकर सिस्टम. लाउडस्पीकर सिस्टम मध्ये आपण काय करतो, what are the basic blocks of this loudspeaker system or public address system. एक आपण नेता असतो, नेता माईक मध्ये बोलत असतो बरोबर, आणि एक असा एक बॉक्स असतो त्याला आपण ॲम्प्लिफायर म्हणतो, आणि त्या ॲम्प्लिफायरच्या पुढे एक स्पीकर लावलेला असतो, भोंगा म्हणतो आपण त्याला, स्पीकर लावलेला असतो. So when your sound is not sufficient to reach to the large audiences, then we use the public address system. So in the public address system there are three components: microphone, or किंवा त्याला आपण mic म्हणतो, amplifier and speaker. So the function of the mic is to convert your sound signal, your sound waves into the electrical signals. These electrical signals are fed to the amplifier circuit, and that amplifier circuit amplifies that signal, and that amplified signal is applied to the loudspeaker. So loudspeaker converts electrical signal into the again sound waves or sound signals, right? So when we speak in front of the mic converts sound energy into the electrical energy, or sound is converted into the electrical signal. Now these electrical signals are very weak. These electrical signals are very weak, and therefore they must be amplified, and they must be amplified. So the amplification is done by the amplifier circuit, and the major component of the amplifier circuit is the transistor. So the main function of the transistor is to amplify the signal, weak signal. So what is the amplification? The process of raising the strength of the weak signal, it is called as the amplification, and the circuit which amplifies or which increases the strength of the weak signal, it is called as the amplifier. So transistor, we can compare these small tiny device, a transistor, with the bulky device, that is the vacuum tubes in the which was so if you compare the transistor with the vacuum tubes in the early days, so the vacuum, these transistor do not require a heater or filament. In vacuum tubes, there is a filament which is required to be heated. Therefore, in vacuum tubes there is a heater or filament, but in transistor there is no heater or filament. So less power is required for transistor because no heating elements are there, and the transistor is in a very small size and in lightweight. So the smaller is in size and lightweight is the advantage of this transistor. It can be used as the amplifier as well as the logic switches. We will see what are the logic switches. So transistor can be used as a amplifier as well as logic switches, and it requires a very low operating voltages. At a very not more than 5 volt is required to operate the transistor. So all the digital electronics circuits works on the 5 volt voltage supply. So very low operating voltage is required for these transistors, and the life of this transistor is very long because these are very strong and sturdy devices. असं हातातनं पडलं तरी तुटणार नाही, फेकून मारला तरी फुटणार नाही, असे हे ट्रान्झिस्टर्स असतात. त्याच्यामुळे they are very strong and sturdy, and therefore they have a very long life because they are the semiconducting devices. So in this unit we have to learn the transistor, which is a solid state device. त्याला solid state device पण म्हणतात. It is the semiconductor device. So we will see what is the transistor. So what is the transistor and how the transistor is formed? So transistor, transistor. In short, we can say it is the transfer of resistor. You can say it is the transfer of resistance. Right. So here the signal is transferred from low resistance side to the high resistance side. Signal is transferred from low resistance side from high resistance side. Therefore, transistor means transfer signal through the resistor. Transfer signal through the resistance. You don't remember this definition. This is not the important point from the examination point of view. So how the transistor is formed, how the transistor is made, it is important for you. So transistor is it is a semiconducting device. So if there are two types of transistors, PNP transistor and NPN transistor. So there are two types, PNP and NPN transistor, right? So how the transistor is formed or how the transistor is fabricated. Suppose this is the NPN transistor. In this diagram, I have shown NPN transistor. So what you see in this diagram, there is a p-type material in between two n-type materials. So at the two sides there are two n-type materials, and in the middle there is a p-type material, right? So this is so we can say that when a p-type material is sandwiched between two n-type materials, when p-type material is sandwiched between two n-type materials, the device formed is called as the NPN transistor. The device formed is called as the NPN transistor. So sandwich माहिती आहे ना तुम्हाला? सॅन्डविच आपण सॅन्डविच खातो बरोबर. एका बाजूला एका ब्रेडची लेअर असते, दुसऱ्या बाजूला दुसरी लेअर असते आणि मध्ये काहीतरी मसाला असतो. तसं इथे हिअर एका बाजूला एन टाइप मटेरियल, दुसऱ्या बाजूला एन टाइप मटेरियल आणि मध्ये पी टाइप मटेरियल. असं जर आपण सॅन्डविच केलं तर इट फॉर्म्स ए NPN ट्रान्झिस्टर. So the general definition of transistor is if one kind of semiconducting material, remember, if one kind of semiconducting material is sandwiched between opposite kind of semiconducting material, then the resulting device is called as the transistor. याचा अर्थ लक्षात आला की एक प्रकारचं सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल त्याच्या अपोजिट टाइपच्या सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल मध्ये सँडविच केलेलं असतं, त्याला म्हणतात सँडविच केलेलं जे डिव्हाइस तयार होईल त्याला म्हणायचं ट्रान्झिस्टर. सो the general definition of transistor is if one kind of semiconducting material is sandwiched between opposite kind of semiconducting material, the resulting device is called as the transistor. There are two types of transistors, NPN transistor and PNP transistor. NPN transistor and PNP transistor. So in NPN transistor, a p-type material, see in this diagram, this is the p-type material. P-type material is sandwiched between two n-type materials. आजूबाजूला बघा n-type materials आहेत, म्हणजे p-type materials त्याच्या मध्ये आणि त्याच्या आजूबाजूला n-type material आहे. So this device is called as the NPN transistor. आणि जर समजा तुम्ही if n-type material is sandwiched between p-type materials, then that type of transistor is called as a PNP transistor. So the transistors are of two types, PNP transistor and NPN transistor. So in this diagram you will see or you will observe three regions. त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार की तीन रिजन तयार झाले या ठिकाणी. हा एक एन रिजन, हा एक पी रिजन आणि हा पुन्हा एक एन रिजन. नाउ फ्रॉम दिस थ्री रिजन्स 3 टर्मिनल्स आर टेकन आउट. 3 टर्मिनल्स आपण या प्रत्येक रिजन पासून आपण एक एक टर्मिनल आपण बाहेर काढला, बरोबर आहे. हा NPN ट्रान्झिस्टर आहे. तसं PNP ट्रान्झिस्टर असेल तर PNP ट्रान्झिस्टर असेल त्याच्या पण त्याच्या रिजन्स पासून आपण 3 टर्मिनल्स आपण बाहेर काढले. तर जे मिडल टर्मिनल आहे, the middle terminal, it is called as the base region. The middle terminal is called as the base region. So middle चे जे टर्मिनल त्याला म्हणायचं बेस. जे लेफ्टला जो टर्मिनल आहे, जो आपण लेफ्टला जो टर्मिनल दाखवतोय त्याला आपण एमिटर रिजन म्हणतो, आणि जो आपण रिजन राईटला दाखवतोय त्याला म्हणतो आपण कलेक्टर रिजन. सो in the NPN transistor, P-type material is sandwiched between two N-type materials, and the three terminals are taken out from the three regions. So the region from which the region in the left of this diagram, it is called as the emitter. The central region, it is called as the base, and the right region, it is called as the collector. आता याच्यामध्ये फरक असतो. How to identify the emitter, how to identify the collector, how to identify the base. So if you compare the area of this emitter region, base region, and collector region, so base is very thin. Base is very thin region. It is of the order of micrometer. Base का जो area है, it is of the order of micrometer. So it is very thin. As compared to the base, emitter is wider. As compared to the base, emitter is wider. Base पेक्षा emitter हा थोडा मोठा असतो, बरोबर. आणि as compared to the emitter, collector is wider. Collector is wider. म्हणजे जर आपण थिकनेसचा विचार केला तर बेस हा सगळ्यात थिन असतो, एमिटर हा त्याच्यापेक्षा थोडा मोठा असतो, आणि कलेक्टर हा सगळ्यात जास्त मोठा असतो. सो एरिया, सो थिकनेस ऑफ बेस इज व्हेरी स्मॉल. वी कॅन से दॅट जर कम्पेअर आपण केलं तर थिकनेस ऑफ बेस इज लेस दॅन थिकनेस ऑफ एमिटर अँड लेस दॅन थिकनेस ऑफ कलेक्टर, किंवा इन अपोजिट सेन्स द थिकनेस ऑफ कलेक्टर, sorry, the thickness of emitter is greater than thickness of collector, and thickness of emitter is less than greater than thickness of base. So base is thin compared to the base, emitter is wider, and compared to the emitter, collector is wider, बरोबर. तर सगळ्यात मोठा रिजन कसला असेल मग कलेक्टरचा असेल, बरोबर. सो कलेक्टर इज द has a highest area, or it is a thicker as compared to the base and emitter. So this is the NPN transistor. The हा जो टर्मिनल त्याला emitter म्हणूया, base and collector. Now what about the doping levels? What about the doping levels? Because आता N म्हणजे N type semiconducting material, P म्हणजे P type semiconducting material, N म्हणजे पुन्हा N type semiconducting material. So in N-type semiconducting material, electrons are the majority charge carrier. In P-type semiconducting materials, holes are the majority charge carriers. Right. So ha NPN transistor. So this is the NPN transistor is shown in this diagram. So it has three terminals: emitter, base, and collector. The thickness of these three regions I have told. The thickness of the base is very thin. Compared to the base, emitter is wider, and compared to the emitter, collector is wider. Now what about the doping levels? Now the base is base is lightly doped. Base is lightly doped. Remember, base is lightly doped means the concentration of charge carriers is very low in case of base. Now emitter region is heavily doped. Emitter region is heavily doped. So doping level of emitter is very high, and collector region is moderately doped. Collector region is moderately doped means the doping level of collector is less than emitter but greater than base. So emitter is heavily doped, collector is moderately doped, and base is lightly doped. Remember, मी एक एक गोष्ट तुम्हाला पुन्हा पुन्हा होतोय की थिकनेसचा विचार केला तर बेस इज व्हेरी थिन एमिटर पेक्षा, आणि कलेक्टर हा एमिटर पेक्षा वाईड असतो, आणि ड्रॉपिंग लेवल बेसची सगळ्यात ड्रॉपिंग लेवल कमी असते, सगळ्यात जास्त ड्रॉपिंग लेवल एमिटरची असते, आणि त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त म्हणजे थोडी कमी एमिटरपेक्षा थोडी कमी कलेक्टरची ड्रॉपिंग लेवल असते, बरं. म्हणजे जर आपण एमिटरची ड्रॉपिंग लेवल 100 पकडली तर 5 बेसची असेल आणि 95 कलेक्टरची ड्रॉपिंग लेवल असेल. म्हणजे समजा 100 चार्ज कॅरियर्स एमिटर मध्ये असतील तर 5 चार्ज कॅरियर्स बेस मध्ये येतात आणि 95 चार्ज कॅरियर्स हे कलेक्टर रिजन मध्ये येतील, असं ते ड्रॉपिंग लेवल्स सिलेक्ट केलेले असतात. सो एमिटर इज हेवीली डॉप्ड, बेस इज लाइटली डॉप्ड, and collector is moderately doped. Thickness of base is very thin, emitter is wider than base and collector is wider than emitter. Remember all these things. So this is the NPN transistor. Symbolic. आता हा जो ट्रान्झिस्टर आहे याला आपण बायपोलर जंक्शन ट्रान्झिस्टर पण म्हणतो. We also call it as a bipolar junction transistor. Why it is called as the bipolar junction transistor? Why it is called bipolar junction transistor? Because in transistor both type of charge carriers are taking place in the working. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जे वर्किंग आपण जे बघणार आहोत. So in that case both types of charge carriers plays an important role. Electrons and holes plays an important role in the conduction of current in the device, and therefore it is called as the bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor. Now see how many PN junctions are formed in this device. किती जंक्शन तयार झाले हे बघा. हा एन रिजन आणि हा पी रिजन यांच्यातला ही जी बाउंड्री आहे हे एक जंक्शन तयार झालं. नंतर हा पी रिजन आणि हा एन रिजन याच्यात एक ही बाउंड्री आहे हे एक रिजन तयार झाला. म्हणजे देर आर टू पीएन जंक्शन. सो इन ट्रान्झिस्टर देर आर टू जंक्शन्स. इन ट्रान्झिस्टर देर आर टू जंक्शन. तर एमिटर बेस जंक्शन, आता एमिटर आणि बेस याच्यातलं जे जंक्शन असेल त्याला एमिटर बेस जंक्शन म्हणतात, आणि कलेक्टर आणि बेस याच्यातलं जे जंक्शन असेल त्याला कलेक्टर बेस जंक्शन म्हणतात. एमिटर बेस जंक्शन अँड कलेक्टर बेस जंक्शन. सो देर आर टू जंक्शन्स in the transistor. So this transistor, NPN transistor or PNP transistor, how they are represented symbolically. So this is the symbol of the NPN transistor. See, this is the symbol. हा सिम्बॉल लक्षात घ्या कसा काढलेला आहे. ते एका टर्मिनलवर एरो दिसतोय तुम्हाला आणि त्याला आपण म्हटलेले, समजा हे नाव दिलेलं नसेल, समजा हा एमिटर हे नाव दिलेलं नसेल, कलेक्टर नाव दिलेलं नसेल, तरी पण आपल्याला एमिटर आणि कलेक्टर आणि बेस कोणता आहे हे आपल्याला ओळखता येतं. कारण ही जी स्ट्रेट लाईन आपण दाखवलेली आहे, फ्लॅट स्ट्रेट लाईन सेंटरला, इट रिप्रेझेंट्स द बेस. इट रिप्रेझेंट्स द बेस. नंतर ही जी एरो लाईन दाखवलेली आहे, इट रिप्रेझेंट्स द एमिटर. इट रिप्रेझेंट्स द एमिटर. आणि ज्याच्यावर एरो नाही इट इज द कलेक्टर. बरोबर. सो जर आपल्याला या सिम्बॉलवरून आपल्याला वी कॅन इमिजिएटली से दॅट द एरो इज ऑलवेज ऑन द एमिटर. तर एरो हा नेहमी एमिटरवर दाखवतो. बरोबर. आता इथे पण एक गोष्ट घ्या, लक्षात घ्या की आता इथे दिस एरो हेड इज पॉइंटिंग आउटवर्ड. एरो हेड इज पॉइंटिंग आउटवर्ड. एरोची डायरेक्शन कुठे, बाहेरची डायरेक्शन आहे. सो दिस एरो हेड ऑन द एमिटर इंडिकेट्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ कन्व्हेन्शनल करंट फ्लो. इंडिकेट्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ कन्व्हेन्शनल करंट फ्लो. म्हणजे डिव्हाइस मध्ये कोणत्या दिशेने करंट फ्लो होईल, दॅट इज डिनोटेड बाय दिस एरो. So in NPN transistor, the arrowhead, लक्षात घ्या, this is the NPN transistor. The arrowhead is pointing outward. बाहेरच्या बाजूने आपल्या बाजूला आहे. बरोबर. So in PNP transistor, आता आपण PNP transistor बघितलं तर arrowhead is pointing inwards. हा इथे बघा एमिटर और arrowhead आपण दाखवलेला आहे. So this is the symbol of PNP transistor and this is the construction of PNP transistor. So in PNP transistor, N type material is sandwiched between P type materials. And पुन्हा त्याचे तीन टर्मिनल्स आपण काढले, एमिटर, बेस आणि कलेक्टर. The doping levels are same. Base is lightly doped, emitter is heavily doped, and collector is moderately doped. Thickness of emitter is very thin compared to the base. Emitter is wider, and compared to the collector, collector is wider. So the collector is most widest part in this transistor. So see, this is the PNP transistor construction, and this is the symbol of this PNP transistor. So in the symbol of the PNP transistor, the arrowhead is always on the emitter. लक्षात घ्या की arrowhead हा नेहमी आपण emitter वर दाखवतो. And the direction of the arrowhead indicates the direction of the conventional current flow. म्हणजे त्या डिव्हाइस मधून करंट कोणत्या दिशेने फ्लो होईल, that is denoted by this arrow. तर PNP ट्रान्झिस्टर मध्ये arrowhead is in pointing inwards, and in NPN transistor the arrowhead is pointing outwards. So remember these symbols, because in the examination you are asked to draw the symbols of PNP transistor and NPN transistor. सो हे या ठिकाणी पुन्हा सिम्बॉल्स वेगळ्या पद्धतीने काढून दाखवलेले आहेत. So emitter is moderate wide and highly doped. Base is very narrow and lightly doped. Collector is very wide and moderately doped. Remember this three things. आपण या तीन गोष्टी लक्षात घ्या की एमिटर चं डॉपिंग लेवल काय असते, बेसची डॉपिंग लेवल काय असते, थिकनेस काय असतो, all these things. So these are the symbols of NPN transistor and PNP transistor. Today what we learned, what is transistor. आपण आज काय शिकलो, what is transistor. So transistor is a device in which one kind of semiconducting material, एक प्रकारचं semiconducting material is sandwiched between opposite kind of semiconducting material. The resulting device is called as the transistor. So transistor are of two types, PNP transistor and NPN transistor. In PNP transistor, the